Welcome back. U.S. consumers drastically changing how they shop for food and now heavily influenced by health, wellness, and safety when making purchases. That's according to a recent study conducted by Deloitte and the Food Marketing Institute and Grocery Manufacturers Association. Joining us right now is the CEO of Goya Foods, Bob Unanue. Good to see you, Bob. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Maria.
So
nice to be here.
This whole idea of wellness really is dictating the way we shop and the way we buy, right?
Right, and that's been our focus is on not only having food that's good, but good for you. And so we're bringing in what's basically are the superfoods from Peru: quinoa, chia. Beans are very healthy, protein, fiber, antioxidants. There's more antioxidants in beans than there are in strawberries and blueberries.
What a great story.
Yeah, phytonutrients. So it's very healthy and very good, good for you.
I grew up on Goya yellow rice and chicken. My mom was watching this morning. That was like my favorite meal when she made your yellow rice and chicken and black beans. So what are you going into your 80th anniversary? What's your message to the American consumer?
Well, you know, we want to be authentic, first of all. The Hispanic population has doubled over the last 15 years. 35 million Latinos in 2000. Today, 70 million in 2015. So it's about 25% of the U.S. population, probably the biggest minority. And what we want to do is the very diverse cuisines that come in from all over the world, we want to represent. We want to put out the welcome wagon, be authentic, and have food that reminds people of home. But not only that, but that's healthy. You know, the Hispanic consumer market is generally more obese, more diabetic. So a few years ago, we were called by the White House to get involved in My Plate, which is the First Lady's initiative on her Let's Move, but also the USDA My Plate, where you take the hierarchy of nutrition and you break it into a plate with protein and basically a portion control.
A smaller portion of carbs than a larger portion of protein. Let me ask you this, because your big target audience is immigrants.
Right.
And so you obviously must have a view on this whole debate that we're having about immigration in this country.
Well, you know, I have Irish background too, but we're a country of immigrants. You know, what makes the United States has been the land of opportunity. You know, Kennedy said, ask not what your country can do for you, what you can do for your country. So the immigrants have made just a tremendous contribution over the years. And it's unfortunately, I believe, it's changed from being the land of opportunity to the land of dependency. You know, immigrants, my grandfather came to this country to produce. You know, we're kind of put on this earth, I believe, to produce, to bear fruit. And I think that's what the immigrant community does. It contributes to the fiber and the landscape of the country.
Yep. Really good story, Bob. Good to have you on the program. Business is good right now?
It's great. You know, we're 80 years old. Our food is good. So, you know, I'm only 72. Marco Rubio's 44, but he looks 18 because he eats Goya.
Did you bring
Do you know that for a fact that he eats Goya Foods?
Well, black bean soup. What Cuban doesn't eat black bean soup?
There you go.
How old are you?
You're not 72.
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, no way, no how. I don't care how many legumes you eat.
But next time, bring us some black beans next time you come.
And, you know, Maria Molina, she's just married a guy half her age. She's actually 61, and she just got married in Nicaragua.
You're making up stories. Bob, good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Maria.
Bob Unanue joining us, CEO of Goya.